Hey, you know how games based on movies and TV shows are usually awful? Well, that wasn't always the case. At least, not on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and certainly not for Capcom. Back then, there weren't many developers on the planet releasing better games than Capcom. So when they teamed up with Disney, greatness ensued. Mickey Mousecapade, DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck. Let's get freaking dangerous! Obviously, I mean, this is not the Nintendo Entertainment System. It was actually the Game Boy version of Darkwing Duck, which came out a year later. And although you might expect an NES game of that caliber to be just a shell of its former self on the Game Boy, that's not the case with Darkwing Duck. This is a really good port. Now, one of the things that makes Darkwing Duck so good is its connection to Mega Man. In fact, it was actually built from a modified Mega Man game engine. So what you basically got with Darkwing Duck was another Mega Man game for the NES. The level layouts, the enemy design, even the way you stagger backward after taking damage, it all feels exactly like Mega Man. Now, it turns out though, and I looked into this, and it checks out. Ducks are not in fact robots, so there are also differences between Darkwing Duck and Mega Man. First being, you can actually hang from the bottom of platforms, which makes it a lot easier to avoid enemy fire. You can also deflect enemy fire with your cape, another addition that it feels like it was added to tame the difficulty for younger players. Too bad it's still hard as balls. And especially on the Game Boy. I mean, with less screen real estate to work with, the enemies seem to get the drop on you a lot faster. Another problem is that, I mean, it's nice that Capcom was able to do such a faithful port, but it does have some problems running on the Game Boy, which is to say, lots and lots of slowdown. The Darkwing Duck is a classic NES game, one of the best action platformers on a system packed with action platformers. The Game Boy version's largely the same, but it kind of reminds me of Donkey Kong Land in a way. It was a great Game Boy game, it was ridiculously impressive from a technical standpoint, but Donkey Kong was just better on consoles. So is Darkwing Duck.